I'm Gabriel Bremer, chef co-owner of Salt's Restaurant in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and we're here in the town of Canterbury, New Hampshire at our restaurant farm, Salt's Farm, that is run by my father.
And I'm Jacqueline Church. I write the food blog, The Leather District Gourmet. I ate at Gabriel's restaurant about a year ago and learned about Salt's Farm and how his father Al is growing produce for the farm, for the restaurant. And I thought it would be a great story to tell for How To Heroes. So we're going to walk a little bit through the greenhouse and through the rest of the garden, the farm, and probably meet Al along the way. And we'll learn about what they're growing here for the restaurant.
This is the first year for the greenhouse. So it's sort of an experiment happening. But this year we have, we're jokingly calling our tomato jungle. Please. We have in here about 8 to 10 different types of heirloom tomatoes. They're just starting to ripen.
Are these sun golds?
These are just beautiful, just warmed by the sun right now. Next to you we have a type of haricot vert. It's a yellow haricot vert, just starting to come and grow. Just have the blooms right now. Eggplants, more tomatoes. Also some fun things that I come up and scavenge. There's chickweed and purslane growing that I come up and pick and put into dishes.
The best vegetable nobody's ever heard of.
Exactly.
And it's drought resistant, so they say they can grow it in a lot of different climates.
Yeah, it grows wonderful. Right here we have a French melon called Charente.
Charente?
Yep.
I know that.
Yep. So we have those. Carefully kind of jump through.
Tell me about this tomato. Can I pick it?
Yeah. No, please.
What is this one?
That is called a tomato berry. Kind of a fun little hybrid tomato that was developed a few years ago.
Oh my God.
But it should be all sweet and wonderful. Right here we have some celeriac or celery root that we're growing. Just starting to develop. You can just see the bulbs starting to pop out from the earth. But that's kind of a fun fall crop that just starting to go. Then the other side of the greenhouse we have fava beans, some peppers, some other squash growing there. But this is really, from when we started a few years ago, it's really grown and blossomed into, what we're calling our own farm, and the addition of the greenhouse, and not only what we grow, but also after I was awarded with the Best New Chef from Food and Wine, the whole community wanted to jump in.
Act, right?
Just sort of that quaint little New England town where everybody wants to be a part of everybody and share. So I have a lady now who does all of our herbs and edible flowers. We work with a couple local orchards. Really runs the gamut. As a neighbor down the road, I get to pick as many wild blueberries as I want.
And your dad started this as sort of a fun project when he retired, right? Just let me grow some stuff for the restaurant?
Yeah, growing for the restaurant. He kind of asked me, he said, I'm about to retire. Do you mind if I grow a couple things for the restaurant? And I think his thoughts of a few tomatoes and some radishes
nice little hobby
turned into another full-time job in all of this. I think Al's harvesting some potatoes now.
Al, I'm going to turn them over to you so you can show them what you're harvesting over here. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. So we have some...
And I'll see you at dinner.
All right. These are the fingerlings. We plant 3 types of potatoes, and this one is called apple fin fingerling. And the reason they're called fingerlings, they look like fingers, and then they have little offshoots off of it. And they're all different shaped, as you can see. And this year I also had some that were volunteers, which simply means that when you're digging potatoes, you try to get all of them out, but sometimes some decide to hide from you and then they come up the next year, and they were fantastic. I actually have another bucket that I've harvested with those. So that's what you're looking at right here, amongst the weeds.
We've been really lucky with the fact that everybody's passionate gardeners and passionate about sort of supporting community and things like that. So we've gone from not only growing ourselves, going that extra step in the kitchen and sort of getting the product exactly how we want it and growing how we want it, but also having other people reach out and say that they're interested to help us, which has been really, really great, because then ultimately we give that product to our clientele when they come to dine. They can sort of, silly to say, but you can taste the difference. They can taste the love of the community that's in the food, and has helped us to grow these products that I can get a carrot just this size if I want it, and don't have to drive the local produce guy crazy by trying to get it that way.
The other thing is that the neighbors that are participating have been to the restaurant, so they know just what kind of a service and product and experience that the restaurant is providing to the public. So that gives them a basis from which to spend their time and love and energy on growing things.
And one of the reasons for us wanting to have our own farm and really go this extra step into the produce is certainly quality. We have the chance of it being literally farm to table to the restaurant. Not are we, like most places, calling in an order and having our local delivery person just bring it, and who knows how old it actually is. And sometimes you question what does fresh mean. If you call in your order and it comes in the next day, then that's fresh. But this is the next step of what it really means. And literally we select our seeds, we select different heirloom varietals. What that means is these are the original varietals. Again, this is a Chioggia beet, and they haven't been manipulated to be beautiful, like sort of tomatoes. Our tomatoes are kind of bruised and ugly and things like that. The beets here, they're not all perfectly uniform. They're all a little bit different. Good thing about the farm is we can select the exact size we want, pick them when we want them for the dish that we're doing at the moment. But it just has just the best flavor. Everything's very vibrant because it's just so fresh.